It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Chiefs and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week: 17 carries, 110 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. So the completion there, but Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. First down, Kansas City. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. Why are we doing this?
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Again, it's Pacheco, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Mahomes throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. to about the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Jones with the catch, and we saw that plenty last season. Fit in well with the Jaguars' 2022 free agent frenzy. Over 800 yards, a dependable target for what was suddenly one of the league's most potent passing attacks.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd and short, McKinnon, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action now. Lawrence. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Lawrence will throw. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown Jaguars. Zay Jones. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. Touchdown! Richie James, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jones now on the return. Now Jones. And able to get this out to the 25. Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars back again.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Zay Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now Lawrence. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Back to throw, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 10. 1:04 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long.
Let's go.
This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Lawrence able to find Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.